At this hour, we are joined by our cricket experts, former Test cricketer Ashok Malhotra and former Indian cricketer Abhishek Nair on the show. Good morning, gentlemen. Coming to you
Good morning.
first, Ashok, would you say it was Indian team's attitude in the end that held them together? That's what Captain Rohit Sharma has to say.
See, I would say that never say that attitude. They knew they were a 20, 30 runs short, but the way they bounced back, especially Jasprit Bumrah, that is why he's called Boom Boom Bumrah, because he can turn things around. He's a match winner. Wow. And not to forget, ably supported by Hardik Pandya and even Arshdeep Singh. He was not bad as well. But the fact is, Rika, it was Pakistan batting was once again was found wanting. They had to. In 90s, they used to play fearless cricket, but now they were rustic. They used to play fearless cricket, but now they've become very sophisticated because with these foreign coaches, they have now they say good morning, yes please, no please, and all those things. Which is, that aggressiveness, that positiveness, that fearlessness has gone out of the system. They'll have to go back to their old ways. I still remember Javed Miadas, Sayyid Anwar, and Zamamul Haq. And I'm surprised that Pakistan is bringing in foreign coaches when half the side does not understand a word of English. So English is a foreign language for them. I don't know why they're bringing foreign coaches when half the time they don't understand what they're trying to teach them.
Well, we will actually break down the performances of the cricketers. But before that, Abhishek, let me ask you a little bit about Captain Rohit Sharma, the way he shepherded the troops in, defending the lowest total that India has defended in the T20 World Cup, the way he, rotated the bowlers. Tell us a little bit about his captaincy.
Well, I think I was very impressed. I was very impressed. And Rohit Sharma, in general, in the past couple of years, we've all known how he's grown as a captain, how he's grown as a leader. The one thing that stood out for me in that interview was the never say die attitude, yes, but also the fact that he understood that even with 120, he wasn't giving up. There was never this nervousness of whether or not, this Indian team can pull this out of the hat or not. But there was this belief through and through that they can beat this Pakistan team, because if you looked at the visuals through the game, you could see that no matter what position Pakistan were in, there was a lot of nervousness in that dugout. In the same breath, in the Indian dugout, there's a lot more positivity. Even though when we were losing wickets towards the end, there was this visual of Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma together in the dugout, sharing a smile, talking and laughing. This tells you how relaxed they are, even when the going gets tough, and how good the environment in the dressing room is. So it just tells you it's a tale of two stories, two sides at different junctures in their life, mentally very differently placed. Because even at 120 in the post match, when Mohammad Amir, was speaking about the score 120, he said 120 he felt was a formidable score in those conditions. So Rohit Sharma, the way he rotated his bowlers, the way he used Akshar Patel and Ravindra Jadeja, two each, the way he used Bumrah up front in the power play, 2 overs up front, 2 overs in the death. I thought it was brilliant captaincy through and through, and I just felt he used Hardik Pandya exceptionally well, just at the right times, right fields, going hard into the pitch, playing to the bowler strengths. I thought he was on point last night.
Abhishek, I think Ashok made a very interesting point about Pakistan not being themselves. They have taken on a foreign coach, and this is not the first foreign coach they're working with. But is it, the changing of the Pakistan side that is affecting them? Their attitude has changed. They look like they're a team that's surrendering and not taking the opposition on.
Well, I think it comes from lack of belief in your own skill. Eventually, this is a team sport, but once you enter the field, you're on your own. The bat is in your hand, the ball is in your hand. It's for you to execute at that point and what all is going in your mind. Gary Kirsten has basically joined the team 4 days before the tournament. So, coach is, like I said before, he's not going to add any value. All that support stuff is not going to add any value. But the preparation each of these players have had prior to coming into the World Cup is what's going to count. So somewhere I feel the batters haven't prepared hard enough. Somewhere they haven't thought through who's going to play what role, and there isn't enough clarity. A coach coming in this late into a tournament can't provide that clarity. That clarity is going to come from the captain. So somewhere the leadership group, the top 3, 4 players are accountable for this loss more than you can, pass the buck onto the support staff.
Right.
But somewhere I feel the leadership group has to come together and understand there's something wrong there, and eventually the coach isn't going to score runs, the batters have to.
We're also joined by former India cricketer Ritender Singh. So, the Ritender, we are talking about Rohit Sharma's captaincy in particular before we break down the performances of India's personnel. Talk to us a little bit about the way he not just used Hardik Pandya and Jasprit Bumrah, but also Akshar Patel, the way he brought in Akshar Patel and the breakthroughs that India got thereby.
Yeah, Rika, look, pressure was on India, definitely. 119 on board. You need to really captain well. You have to marshal your resources well. Changes in bowling was very crucial. One bad change here and there could have cost you the game. So that is where Rohit Sharma, he's cool like a cucumber. Very cool captain. One of the best batsmen in the world in his bomb. Definitely, we are waiting for him to get runs, big runs in this World Cup. But yesterday, yes, the way he marshaled his resources, the way he was changing Akshar, Hardik Pandya, bringing them at the right time, I think that was so crucial. And yes, we talk about Bumrah, we talk about Arshdeep, Mohammad Siraj, but we have to talk about Rohit Sharma. We have to give it to him because defending just this meager 119 against Pakistan when they got a flyer, that was huge. So the magnitude of this victory against Pakistan is definitely at the top. We have to give India 10 on 10.
Okay, let's, Ritender is giving India 10 on 10 despite their batting blushes. But let me get back to Ashok and talk a little bit about the man of the moment. Clearly, Jasprit Bumrah. Ashok, this is Jasprit Bumrah's second successive Player of the Match award against Pakistan. He won it against them in Ahmedabad, now against them here in New York, and also the second one for him in this World Cup, by the way. How would you say has Bumrah developed as Pakistan's nemesis?
Not Pakistan nemesis. He is developed as a nemesis for the entire world teams. He has been unbelievable, Rika. We keep talking about Mitchell Stark. We keep talking about Pat Cummins, the Shan Shah Freedies. But he's by far. I mean, when you say कि line यहाँ से शुरू होती है, so I think the line starts from Bumrah. He is the top of the league. He is absolutely top of the league because he delivers when chips are down. He delivers when the team needs him. And that is why you are such a great bowler. That's why he's rated so highly. And he picks up wickets. He bowls in 3 spells. First 2 spells, then 1 over, and then 1 over in the death. And he is a go-to bowler for any captain. A captain's dream, if I may say. And for me, he is by far. There's no comparison whatsoever with Bumrah.
Abhishek, I'll have to come to you. You've lately been in an IPL dressing room and you have interacted with batters who have a certain psychology when they play Bumrah. Tell us a little bit about conversations about Bumrah that happen in the dressing room.
Well, I think it's always about, when you look at a bowler and you look at the skill he possesses, when you think about Bumrah, he's a lethal combination of all the deliveries that can get you out. He can bring the ball back in off a length, he can take it away from you. He bowls a lethal Yorker with a new ball, old ball. And the most important thing is he's got a slower one that will deceive you because he bowls 140 and then brings that down to, 115. So from a batter's point of view, the thought process is plain and simple. The thought process is always about wait for him to make a mistake, play good cricketing shots against him. Don't try and dominate him because it's really hard to dominate someone like that who's got that many skills in his arsenal. Not only that, he's got a great brain as well. He understands that. So it's always more using the crease, not doing anything fancy. I said this yesterday, that you go safe against him, or if there are multiple chances that you're going to be sorry in the end.
Ritender, we saw some quality and class fast bowling yesterday. Pakistan's pace, India's pace as well. How is Bumrah different from the Pakistani pace bowlers now?
Look, one thing by far, he's consistent to the core. Consistency is his forte. Jasprit Bumrah has been performing every day, rather winning matches for us every day. And Rika, we should not forget, a few months back, this guy was injured, down and out. We saw him coming back in that India-Ireland series. It was said that that series was for Bumrah only to check his fitness. And the way he has made a comeback, first in IPL he was lethal, and now in the World Cup again he has been the in best of form. So yes, coming back from injury, that defines his character, because I know Abhishek know, Ashoki Paji know, when a player gets injured, he's down and out mentally, physically. But coming back like this, that shows the character. And yes, he's a fighter, and the way he has been bowling, technically, he's one of the best in the world. His pitching has been precise. His swing has been good. We can talk about Shah Afridi's, Roff, and whatever. But Bumrah is right up there. Nobody is around him at the moment in world cricket.
Ashok, would you say that this is the best of Bumrah that we are seeing, or best is yet to come? What is it? I mean, every time we talk about Bumrah being the best, he comes up with another magical spell, yet another magical spell. What is it? Do we see another version of Bumrah in the coming years?
I think you might see the best of Bumrah. He's improving with age. You know, his mind, as Abhishek said, his mind, he's got a wonderful mind. You know, he judges the game, he judges the situation, and he works accordingly. And for me, he's a freak. Rika, he bowls from 5 yards. You know, I've seen fast bowlers running from 50 yards, 20 yards, 30 yards, but he walks in 10 yards and then bowls from 5 yards. He's a freak. He's unbelievable. I think he's born for this kind of a thing. Thankfully, no coach tried to rectify him. That is my only thing. But he's a genius. He's a freak. And we might have not seen the best of him yet. He's going to improve by leaps and bounds. And as Ritinder said, I mean, he took his time to come back from injury. And once he came back, and how? And that is what Bumrah is all about. He knows his game, he knows his body, and he knows what to do in different situations.
Abhishek, I also have to talk a little bit about Hardik Pandya here and how ably he supported Bumrah, has supported Bumrah in this World Cup, and also yesterday in the match against Pakistan. Would you say that he's completely put behind the disappointment of IPL and emerged as a new person altogether in this World Cup?
Well, I think if you even look at his bowling through the IPL, he only got better. There was one facet of his game that he was consistently performing in. He was picking up wickets. So it's good to see him carry that form here into the World Cup. Especially in these conditions, I always believe someone like a Hardik Pandya, who traditionally likes to hit a length, is always going to be effective. I think he's used the conditions wonderfully well. And what the standout for me was the field positions. We saw him going hard into the pitch, 4 people out on the leg side. This tells you that it's not only about bowling well, but he's also thinking, and with the help of Rohit Sharma, does this very special hug during the game. I'm not sure if you remember, where he jumps onto Rohit Sharma and he hugs him. Just tells you that combination, that understanding between the two, playing for India, is what is churning out these performances, and which is why the leadership of Rohit Sharma to make sure Hardik Pandya, from a very tough season in the IPL, comes here and starts performing again, is only doing great things for India.
In the end, it was Rohit Sharma's impeccable captaincy and the bravery of our bowlers that handed India the win. There was enough for the Indian fans to celebrate. Let me show you the reactions that came in post the win from New York.
अक्षर पटेल, ऋषभ पंत एंड बुमराह कमाल कर दिया यार. बहुत अच्छी बैटिंग, बहुत अच्छी बॉलिंग, सब कुछ बहुत बढ़िया था. बस थोड़ा लो स्कोर रह गया. रीजन बिहाइंड क्योंकि पिच ऐसी थी, लेकिन बहुत अच्छा खेला इंडिया यार.
इंडिया की बैटिंग के बाद मैं तो झंडा उड़ के सो गई. मैं कहा पता नहीं ये तो गए काम से. उसके बाद तो पता नहीं क्या हुआ. माय गॉड, चक द इंडिया. अमेजिंग अमेजिंग. टोटल पैसा वसूली. आई विल कम टू एवरी मैच.
कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस पड़ोसियों. पड़ोसी जीत के हम पहले से विराट कोहली जी की टीम को सपोर्ट कर रहे थे. दुख इस बात का है कि 1 डाउन नहीं भेजा गया कोहली जी को, जिसकी वजह से उनकी परफॉर्मेंस, सेंचुरी जो हम हमेशा देखना चाहते हैं वो नहीं देख पाए.
जब यार सारे ऑल आउट हो गए थे तब सच्ची बताऊं नहीं लग रहा था बिल्कुल भी हम जीतेंगे. पर बुमराह, लव यू.
पूरा पैसा वसूल एंड बुमराह वाज ऑसम, बुमराह वाज बहुत अच्छे थे।
सब वसूल होता है। जब कभी आईसीसी ट्रॉफी में अगर इंडिया पाकिस्तान से खेलती है तो इंडिया हर बार जीतती है, बस वो जीत देखने के लिए आ जाते हैं वर्ल्ड वाइड हम।